Good morning, everyone. Just thought I'd do a quick review of my 2022 Ninja 400. This is my first bike. Pretty much straight off getting my learners, doing the learner course, I bought this. First road bike like ever. I've ridden a couple of bikes when I was a kid, dirt bikes and stuff like that, illegally, as you do. But this is the first bike I bought for myself. I was always into bikes, but never pulled the trigger on one. So I thought, fuck it. Back then I was 40, 41, and I bought this bike here. I've had it for nearly 12 months, and it's been a great bike. I was going to choose this between this and the R3. I chose this just because actually they didn't have the R3 in stock, so I thought this was the very first bike I sat on, this very bike that I'm riding right now, and it just felt comfortable straight off the bat. So I just said yep, I just bought it right then and there. I actually bought it before I even got my learners, so I had the bike and wasn't able to ride it, so only for like a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been awesome. When the very first day, I still remember getting on it, I was just absolutely fucking shitting myself because of the power, because of my lack of skills, you know, at the time anyway. You know, it's a very very dangerous sort of hobby or lifestyle to get into. And the bike is quick. It's only a 400, you know, but it fucking lifts. It flies. It goes pretty hard. Now, given said that, I haven't been on a 600 or a 1000 or whatever, so I'm sure that they go a lot quicker. Yeah, but this will do the job more than enough. It's definitely fast enough, and I want to upgrade soon. But I'll probably hang on to this for another 6 months, maybe even a year. Like, I'm not necessarily ready to upgrade. I am, but there's no need. This is more than enough power for what I need. Like, I'm still learning, still getting my skills up. So don't get me wrong, I'm a lot more confident. I can ride confidently, but I don't want to jump into something too early. This is, like I was saying, this is more than enough power to keep me going. Like, I could just keep this and not get another bike, but I will. I'll probably go with CBR, 600 or an R7. Actually, I don't want to go the R7 because I like the that's what I like about this. It's it's semi upright. It's you're not hunched all the way forward, which puts a lot of strain on your back and elbows and wrists, which I definitely don't want or need. I love the look of those bikes, but that's why I'm thinking maybe a CBR 650 or like an what are they, MT-07, maybe something that more of an upright position, or a CB 650. I much prefer the fairings and a sports looking bike, but being comfortable, you know, you want to be able to ride all day and, you know, stuff like that. If I go for a long ride on this, I might be a little bit sore, you know, after a few hours, but, you know, that's only because I have pre-existing sort of injuries too. Other than that, for someone of my height, I'm about 5'10", this bike's perfect, you know. And I spent a lot of time in an empty car park, similar to this, really, just practicing U-turns, slow speed stuff, emergency braking. I don't do it enough. I really should be still practicing it. I believe that everyone should keep practicing that stuff regardless of their skill level, because you never know when you're going to need it. Yeah, it's very responsive. Like, when I first got out riding, I really wanted to advance my skills quickly, so I'd spend a lot of time just riding around the street, just the neighbourhood, you know. I wouldn't go on freeways, wouldn't just go on big rides. I didn't hit the twisties until, you know, maybe even a good 5 or 6 months after, you know. I didn't want to be doing like high speed sort of cornering and stuff like that before I'd even, you know, had basic skills. So I just rode around the streets, got the feel of the bike, which I have now. It's been brilliant. It's been like I said, it's the first bike I stepped on. I didn't even sit on any other bike. I just sat on this one and I bought it. And so I can't really compare it to other bikes, but I haven't had a problem with this. Look after it, do the maintenance, do the services, and it's been an absolute beast. I've enjoyed every moment of it. So if you're thinking of getting a bike, you know, a first motorbike, I'm glad I didn't get the R3. I'm glad I got the 400 because it's got that little bit more power, a lot more zip. Well, not a lot more, but a bit more zip about it. Because, you know, after a good few months of riding or something, 6 months, you might think, oh, you know, I could do with a bit more power, which is, don't get me wrong, this is more than enough power. But once you get used to it, you're going to want a bit more, you know. So I do want more power, but I don't need it. It's just a want. I definitely don't need it. I'm happy with what this has got. I've never ever struggled keeping up to speed on highways or freeway at all. In fact, it's the total opposite. It's got more than enough power. It's been a great bike. But if you're going to get one, the thing with me, I took it real slow. I learned very quick because I rode regularly, but I took my time. I wasn't in a hurry to break records and ride around like a fuckwit, which I still don't. I worked on my skills. I took my time with the throttle. That, you know, at first the throttle is very twitchy and stuff. Now I'm sort of used to it. You get used to the speed, you get used to the handling of the bike. You take your time, and you'll be able to you'll be able to get a lot of fun out of it. And a lot of even experienced riders ride these and they love them. You know what I mean? They reckon they're a great bike. You know, you can wring its neck. It's very forgiving. You don't have to worry about the front wheel popping up on you and stuff like that, you know. So you know, it's got the slipper clutch, which helps too. So yeah, it's a very forgiving bike. You know, it's hard to fuck up on this bike unless it's your own fault. You know what I mean? You got to be safe out there. There's a lot of fuckwits on the road. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting one of these bikes, I definitely recommend it. Go for it. All right, see yous.